Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. This is Melanie from Digital Eagle, and it's great that you're all here with us tonight on our special journey of these interesting times in our planet. I know for myself personally, I had to take my business to a new level and create it into a digital platform that could really benefit and make a difference in people's lives. So I'm super excited to be here tonight with you. It's going to be a great evening, and I am going to go through this presentation pretty quickly. Digital Eagle. The only reason I called my company Digital Eagle was because of these two beautiful bald eagles that were perched upon my patio deck on the North Shore in Lower Lonsdale while I had been recovering from a surgery last year in March, feeling so incredibly grateful to still be in this life, and knew that I had a lot of life left to give and to accomplish, and a lot of things I wanted to do, and I really wanted to make a difference and do a lot of positive change in the world. So these eagles inspired me because they taught me that to go through life, you must be strong, resilient, be adaptable to change, be willing to fly high to new appellations and horizons. And what I love the most about eagles is they don't second guess anything. They just go for it. They know exactly what they need to do to survive on this planet. And that's why the eagle is the symbol of this company. I wanted to create a platform that could really help people, planet, and of course, with all different options for prosperity. And so we did, and here we are. So every brand does tell a story, and so we want to help you create your story today. And together we definitely fly. And are with a group that is always in support of other people and making a difference in the world. So giving back, helping others, creating a strategy for a new type of fund that can really do a lot of community change, because even this formula alone at the bottom of the screen can cause a lot of great change in people's lives and entrepreneurs' lives and on a global scale. Simple formula. The numbers can change, but the formula can stay the same. It just takes one person to reach out a hand, and then lifting that next person up, and then lifting that next person up, and lifting that next person up. Hence the reason why I had created this platform during these challenging times. Pleased to announce that our marketing agency does accept digital currency in the form of Bitcoin and Ethereum for all marketing services rendered, such as social media campaigns, website development, online Shopify stores, YouTube channels, which I'm happy to actually build your YouTube channel or show you how to do it for free, just as an extra bonus, because I don't believe in charging for that. But just helping you get to the next level. So whatever that looks like for you, we're accepting cryptocurrency to make that easy for you. So thank you. And yeah, blockchain is definitely changing the world. It's world-changing technology. I see it popping up everywhere. A friend of mine raised $250 million for an electric company that is basically built on the blockchain, supplying sustainable solar-powered energy in a format like, of course, BC Hydro, but existing on a blockchain, so eliminating like paper bills, being able to pay, and a tokenization for your energy. So these are just some of the things that we're going to see in the future. And I'm happy to connect you with any of the contacts in my network that could help benefit you. So please reach out to me one-on-one, set up a private call, and let me know how it is that I can directly support you during these times, because I definitely have a large network, which I've spent 20 years of my life building. And it's been definitely a very interesting journey for sure. And a lot of the folks that are on this call, not only do they have amazing energy, but they have really beautiful hearts. And so this is the kind of environment that I want to create. I want to create an environment where people do actually truly have your back. They have integrity, they have honor, they are who they say they are, and they don't falter in their characters. Just like the eagles, they stand proud and tall and they keep flying above. They keep flying above. And most importantly, they fly together. So thank you everyone for joining us. We wouldn't be on this call right now if it wasn't for you and your participation. We still have more people coming on, so that's great to see. But what is Digital Eagle? Digital Eagle is a really unique platform. It's a place that is a safe place for everyone to come and collaborate and share their ideas, have a great sounding board of other entrepreneurs and people that have had a lot of success in their life. And I've had a privilege of having some really great mentors in my life. I worked for Leslie Still Fine Foods. I also worked for a university. I worked for a TV station. I did the campaigns, pledge campaigns to help save the wildlife. I was a pledge girl. Make a pledge now if you want to donate to a wildlife campaign of your choice. And I also put on tons of events in the Vancouver area. If anyone knows me, they know that I put on the best Bitcoin events and actually gave every single person in the room a Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys can see this, or an Ethereum coin. This was back when these coins were just getting started and when digital currency just started to take flight. Now, what I want to share with you is that the community will always stay the same of this platform, but the topics from week to week will change, and we will have health and wellness, personal development, environmental programs, that how you can get involved with helping the environment, digital currency, which is a very hot topic right now and is popping up everywhere, as you guys have seen. Sustainable real estate, what that means is, yes, you can join us on our mission to create an organic farm where we can grow our own organic fruits and vegetables, where we can have a community, where we can have these little homes that we can live in and enjoy the land, enjoy the food, create these beautiful meals that can be delivered to people's houses, or they can come to the farm to collect. And also, my vision is to have electric cars delivering these food services to people in their homes, especially a lot of people that are elderly or maybe have challenges getting out, and who just want to have access to organic foods for their health and wellness purposes. And plus, we also give back, and we have a charity. So as this platform continues to grow, which I know it will, because there's new faces on every single week, and we have 2 webinars running every single week now. One on Tuesday at 7 p.m., one on Thursday. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. So you can invite your friends and family, and as this continues to grow, it becomes a community that everyone can be part of and benefit from, which is what my vision was, is to create something that was collaborative. And of course, bringing your expertise to the community, whatever that may be. Maybe you're an accountant, maybe you're a networker, maybe you're looking for an opportunity. Maybe you just need to have some inspiration in your life and basically be uplifted and know that you're in the right place to receive some positive energy, because right now a lot of people are struggling with what's going on in the world, and we want to be that safe haven for people, and of course bringing those professionals together. So it's truly more than just a marketing company. It's an online community that gives back, and we want to create global change. That's why I'm here. I know it. I know that's my purpose in life, is to create that change. So big concepts, amazing experts, and it's also a success platform for you. Why? Because we teach things that you are not taught in school, such as how to create a passive income stream, such as how to invest in real estate with 0 money down, such as how to find a joint venture partner for your business, or a collaborator on something that you're working on that could really inspire somebody else, or that maybe that somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. And what we have found is that there's a special power that happens when people are in synergy and when projects just flow. Some people call this flow, some people call this God, some people call this faith. I always say choose faith over fear. It works so much better, because I know when I walk in faith, I have no fear. And I have definitely been saved twice once from a rollover end-to-end accident, which I won't go through because you've probably all heard the story by now and it's getting old. However, my head was cracked open from the brow line. If anyone's known me, they've ran their finger on my forehead and felt this, to the back of my skull, end-to-end rolling over Bridgeport at night, trying to get to work. And I'm still here. So at that moment, I really did believe in a power much greater than myself. And I call that power God. I'm not going to give a religious speech to, don't worry. Moving on to the next slide. But basically, we can help our clients grow their own online wings. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe you're looking for some extra revenue streams. Maybe you're looking for a way to shift your business to an online format. Maybe you're looking for some collaborators for your business. Maybe you're looking for a community that supports you truly and gives back and helps others. Maybe you're looking for marketing services. Maybe you're looking for a new image for your business. Maybe you're looking just to find friends with synergy that are kind of like a mastermind group that really do think the same way as you. I want to make the world a better place. I want to take action on my goals. I want to come together each week and communicate and collaborate. I want to leverage my network instead of just trying to sell something. I want to make a partnership where I have 10,000 followers on LinkedIn, which in fact I truly do. Maybe you have 10,000 followers on Facebook. We put those together for the greater good. And then bada bing, bada boom, we have a magic formula where we're collaborating on something that's beautiful, that's helping everybody. And it's a very collaborative approach. And we're going back to this now, Babylonian times, where it's like, I give you a bottle of olive oil, you give me a loaf of bread. Thank you very much. I give you some gold, you give me some silver. Things like this. We're going to start to see more of this. It's called the oneness concept, because our consciousness is shifting to definitely more of a collaborative model in this world. So our platform delivers just that. You can come on and find unique collaborative partners for your business model. So excited. And thank you again for everyone that's taken the time out of their Thursday night to join us here at 7 p.m. I do see some very familiar faces on the call, and it's great to have every single person on here with us. Wendy, Stephen, Robert, Raymond, Robert again, Mr. Taxes. I think iPhone, maybe Victor, but I'm not sure. Bridget Enterprises, not too sure how that is, but welcome. Patrice, of course, brilliant man. He actually helped put together this PowerPoint presentation and has been an intricate part of all of my success to this point in my life. And I feel so grateful for Patrice, because he's also helped me with reprogramming my subconscious mind to allow this creative energy to flow freely and really think about what it is I truly want to do here on earth and the legacy that I want to leave behind. I did spend a lot of money in my life on personal growth and development along with therapists, but the stuff that Patrice taught me has been instrumental to my personal growth and development. And he's going to be leading a webinar on Thursday night if you want to just get your pen and paper handy. Same login information, same everything, but the topic is health and wellness, and he'll be on with his wife Stephanie, and they'll be talking about their journey in health and wellness and how they were able to overcome some challenges with their health and truly rise back up from the calamity. So we will be having them on the call. And yes, we want to help you with everything to do with your brand, marketing, and of course, building trust is number one, because without that, you have nothing else. And we're going to go into a social networking component of this call, which will be happening very soon. And basically, yeah, it's just more than just a business model. This is a way of the future. So anyone that's developing a brand online knows that it takes a lot of work, a lot of hours. So if you need help with websites, pitch decks, webinars, logos, slogans, taglines, PowerPoint presentations, marketing campaigns, joint venture partners, collaborators, and investors, you've come to the right spot. Access to capital, grants, or loans. Our model is simple. People, we're helping people. Planet, we're helping the planet. How are we helping the planet? Because we're helping the people. We're helping with mindset. How directly are we helping the planet? Because we have a lot of people on these calls that are making a difference every single day in the environment. How? Maybe they have sustainable energy models. Maybe they have biodegradable products that can replace harmful plastic for the environment. Maybe they can plant hemp plants, which will actually help the carbon implant that's having on that not having hemp is having on the planet. And you can find all these types of people and more on this platform. So it's more than just a successful platform. It's actually people that are out there taking action, going through the trenches of life, making a difference in our world. And it's not too late. Anyone that thinks it's too late, we've got to get that mindset. Think of your mind, grab a pencil with an eraser and erase that from your mind right now, your subconscious. It's never too late to make a difference. We've already seen a lot of positive shifts over the last little while here on this planet. So it's just all a matter of perspective and how you frame it. So let me ask you this question. Who are you? Who were you? And now let that go. And then who will you become in the future? These are really powerful questions, and I'm asking them because Oprah Winfrey was one of my models, role models growing up as a kid. I did not come from a very easy road, very, very difficult and challenging childhood. And my mom went through a lot of struggles. She was actually in the hospital since the age of, I was about probably 2 to 3 years old, and I remember. And I know that God was my guiding light. And my mom was very much devout Christian woman, gave her whole life to the church and getting kids off the streets and off drugs. She was a very positive role model for me. She's been my guiding light and my inspiration, and how I was able to create all of this was because of her. But she always told me to believe in yourself, know who you are, and believe in a power greater than you. I had challenges with God, really believing that he loved me, because I thought, if he really loved me, why did all those things happen? Well, maybe it happened so that you could become stronger. And maybe we're here on this earth because we're supposed to learn lessons. And this is a whole other conversation. But what I'm trying to say is that I do know, after having 2 near-death experiences, that there truly is a power greater than myself, and really in touch with that faith now. So it's great to be able to have that and pass it on to others, and to inspire you tonight. It's time to really think about your life, and it's time to create the change that you want to desire within yourself. What does your perfect life look like and feel like in your mind? If you were to meditate on that right now, think about that, and think about all the distractions right now by media and the current events. What if you could just turn a blind eye to those and just get back to you? Just really focus on you and focus on what you want, how you want to get there, what your desires are. I guarantee if you practice this for 30 days, your life will change. Even getting a dream board and writing down all of the things on that dream board that you want, and watch them start showing up in your life. It's magic. So real-time action heroes, people who are living the dream, and people who are really doing what we say, people, planet, prosperity. And this webinar happens every single Tuesday and every single Thursday at 7 p.m. like clockwork. I know that we are all here together to help one another and lift each other up. I know that Raymond, he was on the call, and I think he had to drop off, or maybe he's still here. He's put his contact information in the chat box. Every single person is going to have a chance to say something tonight after I'm finished speaking and after I introduce my next speaker as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask 2 special guests that I have come on. One is Robert. He's had a lot of really great success in his life. He actually retired at 23 just by investing in the right stocks. He was also a trader, doing day trades, lots of experience in the digital markets. He's going to talk about some of the success that he's recently had. Patrice is on here tonight. He's going to be on next week for health and wellness, and he's going to be saying a few words to you all tonight, and also giving you a warm welcome to invite you to join us on Thursday as well. And Mr. Taxes, Robert, joined us tonight. He's an accountant, and he does accounting so that your books are good when you're working with your taxes to declare any kind of income need, because we always want to have those clean taxes. And he provides a wealth of knowledge, not only for how to file your crypto taxes if you've made a profit with cryptocurrency, or say you have another investment that you've put money into and you're receiving passive income. I have one of those, and I wanted to find out, how do I file my taxes and declare this? He's been amazing, super intelligent and knowledgeable man, and with decades of experience in just this, and also a lot of experience with franchises as well. So lots of really brilliant people on here tonight with us. So I'm going to wrap up the webinar and pass on the microphone to Robert, and then another Robert, so Robert and Robert. And I just want to say that to be a star, you must shine your own light, follow your own path, and don't worry about the darkness, for that is when the stars shine the brightest. For many years of my life, I was walking in fear, and I think I was just afraid of my own energy. I was afraid to shine. I was afraid to let the world really know who I was and who I wanted to become in the future. I had so many positive role models around me of who and which I wanted to be like, but it wasn't until I started to really own my own power and asking God to show me who am I and what is my purpose that I really realized that my purpose is to enlighten other people's paths, inspire other people, help them with all their marketing, since I went to school for marketing at BCIT, and to help connect others with other people that can really make a difference in their life, and to truly share opportunities that can help people get to the next level in life. I want every single person here to have the same amount of success that I've had in my life, because I've been extremely privileged to work with not only famous scientists, famous winemakers, famous chefs, but the people that I enjoy working with the most are the people like the people on this call that are entrepreneurs, that are out there, that are trying to make a difference. They've got their projects going on. They're building, they're giving back, they're helping others, and they're making a difference. I really, really like to surround myself with people that have taken their life and their games to the next level. And it's magical when you just actually can just go into your own self and really know that power. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stop my share screen. Oh, I think there's just one more slide. Yes, the person that has built pretty much every single piece of all of the marketing that we've done to develop Digital Eagle, the logos, the slogans, all of the professional marketing services that I've received in terms of my business cards, and a lot of my coaching has come from Patrice. He's on this call tonight, so I don't know if he feels like talking tonight, because I know he's leading a webinar on Thursday, but you'll definitely still get to see him. I encourage everybody on here to pretty soon share their videos, and we're going to go into just a bit of a networking. But before we do that, I'm going to ask Robert to actually talk too, because I introduced Patrice and Robert about 3 weeks ago. There was a lot of power there. I knew that both of them were really bright lights, and they both wanted to shine. And Patrice and Robert instantly connected. They hit it off. They already started doing other business together. And then next thing you know, we have new people coming on these webinars. So twice a week we have new people coming on. And the way that this is expanding, just by us working together and having that good positive energy, you've got good positive energy and a good team, you can do anything. I know this, I've experienced this. You've got to have the right people around you for your success, and this is the right place for that. So Robert Paddock, he's got one other Robert on the call, which he brought on from his company's Mr. Taxes. Robert's going to come on now. I'm going to actually just give him the microphone.
Awesome. Can you hear me?
I can. I just wanted to share my story quickly, because I know you want to introduce Mr. Taxes before he goes off.
Yep.
But I've known Robert for about 20 years, and he's made a difference in my life, because he taught me something about money. He taught me how to make money work for you instead of working for money. I spent 20 years of my life as a corporate slave. I did a great job of it. I worked hard. I drove through the ice and snow through Alberta, working for some really amazing companies. And at the end of the day, I look at my friend who was in a company called USANA. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that company, but she lives in a multi-billion-dollar house, or multi-million-dollar house. I think she's a billionaire, but I think she lives in a multi-million-dollar house in West Van. And she tried to get me into USANA probably about 20 years ago. I think I was 20 at the time. And I said, you know what? I don't want to do this. I'm happy just working jobs. So I continued to work retail. Then I worked in a university. Then I went on and worked in numerous sales positions. Then I went and worked at a college, another college, worked at a TV station, worked for a famous chef and also famous winemakers, and have been an entrepreneur over the last decade of my life. And being an entrepreneur is always more hard work, of course, than working for someone else, but I find that it's much more rewarding because you have full control over how much money you can earn. You have a choice of who you get to work with. And with hitting the right investments at the right time, the right place and time, you truly can position yourself for life. And this is how I feel about Robert. When I met him at a place called Cash Flow, it was a game that teaches you everything from real estate investing to learning how to create positive cash flow, learning how to build an empire of your own, whether it be multi-level marketing, network marketing, learning different industries that are basically our future. They're paving our future. He's always like 3 steps ahead, and he's always right. On any investment I've ever done, he's always predicted it and he's always been right. So those are the two things that I love the most about Robert. So Robert, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have some of my best contacts here on the call. We've got just some great faces here joining us. And Robert's going to also post his contact information in the chat group for anyone that may have to take off a little early. And please also, folks, if you want to say anything at any time, raise your hand. I know, Patrice, you were having dinner, so I didn't want to disturb you to come talk. And plus, you're also hosting the health and wellness event, so if you're probably wanting to have a little break. But
it's all good.
If you do want to say something, just put your hand up. I'm going to let Robert take the mic for a bit. And then because I know that Robert, Mr. Taxes, is going to go. So maybe, Robert, what you can do is after Mr. Taxes, just chime it back into Patrice for a minute or two, and then finish up, and then we can go into social networking time.
Awesome. Sure. Thank you. Yeah, awesome. Thank you,
so
Melany.
much.
Thank you for that warm intro. I appreciate that. Very, very kind-hearted for putting this together. You are always an inspiration for showing that, you know, simply by caring about others, you can make a big impact in the world. Not only that, you can make a wealthy community where everyone has a win-win-win situation. So I definitely love being part of any time Melany creates a group of people, because I know that she has a good energy about herself and she attracts the right individual that you can elevate yourself to the next level. It's all about who your circle is, who you surround yourself with. The top 5 closest people you spend the most time with, you will become like. So surround yourself with 5 billionaires, not 5 criminals. And definitely that's what we are here about, especially during these times when everyone's looking for something to do. Speaking of who I surround myself with, I just want to, before he has to leave, I'm going to go straight into introducing my good friend here who was kind enough to jump on last second, and quickly introduce, because we've had a lot of people reach out asking questions about taxes, and I'm not a tax expert. Yes, I'm good at making the money, but when it comes to paying it to the government, that's not my specialty. So this is now the expertise I want to introduce you guys to, is someone that I look upon and depend upon when it comes to have someone else that has 30 years experience in taxes and every aspect of taxes. So, you know, it's before you make the money, you need to position yourself in such a manner so that you can legally minimize the amount that you have to give back. As you're going to hear him say right away, he can help every single person analyze their last 10 years, and I would be surprised if he's not able to find money that you paid unnecessarily to the government that you can get back. So without further ado, I want to introduce my good friend, Mr. Robert Stone. And just know this, I can show you how to grow your wealth many different ways: real estate, trading, business. But if you're trying to make the money and then see how you can pay as little as possible, it's an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So you can do tax avoidance legally. Tax evasion is if you've made the money first and then try to not pay it. By setting yourself up first properly, since this is our very first financial topic on Tuesdays, Thursdays are other topics like health and stuff. So today I want to say, before we start talk about any way of making any money in any method whatsoever, let's talk about a little bit our tax conversation and how to position ourselves to be able to legally avoid the tax by setting up the right structures and then making the money through those structures. So without further ado, Mr. Taxes, as much as time you have, Mr. Robert Stone, please share what you have here. I'm going to pass you the host if you need to share your screen here, because you always have a wealth of information. So thank you again for coming on in last second and sharing with us, and maybe show us how we can get a hold of you at the end.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Robert. Thanks, Melany, for allowing us to come on tonight. I've been on a few of these webinars with my brother from another mother, Robert. I like that ounce of prevention comment that you made, because it's true. We get a lot of clients coming in that have not practiced, tax planning, and they come in after the fact when CRA puts a lien on their house, or they think they have $3.5 million in their trading account. We had a client come in, $3.5 million in his trading account. Now he owes $1.5 million because they treated his business income. If he had, and he started out last year, I'll share that slide on the next time I'm on. We'll block out the names for privacy. But he made $3.5 million. He owes $1.5 million in tax. And he started out with $18,000 at the beginning of 2020. If he had to put that at a minimum into his tax-free savings account, but he got that advice from the bank. He walked into the bank and they said, hey, would you like to drop that into an RSP? Sorry, not an RSP, just a open account. He could have even put it in his RSP, and that would have been sheltered at least till retirement. He would have paid money in tax in retirement. But just one little piece of advice like that. We had another client come in. We did a 10-year review for them. A couple that met, they both have disabled children. She had 2, he had 1. She thought she would take care of the taxes, check the boxes to claim the disability tax credit on her returns. She didn't make any money, so she didn't save any tax. He was making 180 grand a year. We went back 6 years. They've been together 6 years. She'd been filing the taxes, checking the wrong box. Got them 36 grand back. That is, there's a testimonial on our marketing website, and I'll just paste the link here in the chat area. I'm going to have 3 links to share, and I won't take up much of your time, and we'll come on, with more detail sometime, in the weeks to come. But we created a website. It's just an affiliate marketing website for us, for those who want to refer tax clients to us. We provide, like Robert said, a 10-year, no obligation, absolutely free tax review. It costs you $1 to join the Dollar Tax Club. It's a knockoff of the Dollar Shave Club, but we shave the taxes away. It's a little bit of a parody on that. So a little bit about myself. I started out right out of high school. I'm in my 50s now, so I've been at this a long time. I went into the trades for a while, fell back into the business. I had a bad injury in '96, broke my neck. I grew our company to 42 offices with 300 plus staff. Sold out in 2015. We were the 3rd largest tax discounting company in Canada, behind only H&R Block and Liberty Tax. Sold out in 2015, thought I was going to retire. I get the numbers reversed, so Robert, I didn't retire at 23 like you. Put a 4 at the beginning of that instead. But I thought I was going to retire. Back 3 years later, we're now franchising. We just formed a partnership with a company, nobody's probably ever heard of them, Finastra, but they're a global company out of the UK, and they manage over half of the world's banking software. They do about 500,000 mortgages in Canada a year, and we just signed an exclusive contract or partnership with them. We actually partnered with them to service all of their clients in Canada. So upwards of 500,000 clients in Canada. They go through their platform. That's Filogix in Canada. They operate under the name Filogix. So I put a link there in the chat. I didn't share that. Maybe Nelly can share that with everyone. There, I put that link in, that new partnership that we have. And then lastly, one of the things that we're doing to give back, Melanie and Robert, is we've been offering the opportunity to assist businesses and those with a business number in Canada apply for all of the grants and loans that are out there. The CEBA loan, the Small Business BC, launchonline.ca. There's about a dozen different government subsidies and loans out there that people don't even know about. And it's free money. You know, if they're giving it, we're taking it, and we're going to help facilitate that. I'm going to put a link in there as well in the chat for that page. And anybody that's in Melanie's group that wants to reach out, we were charging, you'll see on the website, there's a $500 deposit. We refund that deposit if we're not able to get you any of the loans or grants. If we are successful in getting you the money, then we'll credit that towards services. So there's really no risk in, you know, working with us. Our job is really just to minimize the amount of tax that you pay legally, and we don't believe anybody should be paying any personal income tax. We have corporate tax, there's offshore accounts you can set up. We just help the client set up in the Bahamas. We got that idea a few years ago. We were checking out H&R Block's trademark holdings, and all of their intellectual property holdings are owned by HRB Royalties Inc. in Nassau, Bahamas. So I started looking into that about 20 years ago. So once your income gets up into the 6 digits, 7 digits, and 10 digits, you have to start planning, or you're going to be in big tax trouble. That's all I got, Robert. No strategies tonight. We can set aside some time if people are interested in any particular topics. And sorry, I do have to run. We're on Ontario time with this new partnership with Biologics. I've been in here since 6 and it's 7:30 now.
I appreciate
Not
you
6
every
p.m.,
time.
not 6 p.m., but Robert gave me a buzz there about 5 o'clock and he said, hey, can you make it on for 7? I said, sure.
Yeah.
But I got to go help my son put up his blinds.
And I highly respect you and all your knowledge, and I also appreciate you because, you know, you having such a wealth of knowledge in your pocket. You can call up, get a response that quickly. He'll jump on and answer any questions. He's very responsive, has an office in New Westminster. You can come and talk in person. And also, you know, this is very powerful when you're able to now, you know, find free money basically that you're not unnecessarily paying to the government. So thanks again, Robert, for your time. I appreciate you every time. And perhaps in the future, we'll have you come on and show some slides and pictures. I know you have a lot of files to show, and maybe a lot of people, every time Robert comes on, there's always tons and tons of questions, case by case. Everyone's different on tax questions. So that's a great Q&A session people always appreciate. And we'll definitely have you come on in the future, guaranteed. So yeah, thanks again. And
Thanks a million.
Yeah,
thanks,
my pleasure.
Melanie. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
All right.
We do these every week. You're welcome on every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You're always welcome on. There's a man named Victor that actually would love to talk to you because he doesn't know how to file his taxes. And
I'll be giving him the phone number because he was actually asking specifically yesterday for tax information. So I figured who better to answer those. So
I'll send him the recording from tonight's presentation. And then what we'll do is we'll just get him on a call with you directly. And thank you, Robert. I'll let you take over. And of course, I don't know if Patrice is still he may be having dinner, but if he wants to say a few words, you're welcome to, Patrice, or save it for next week on Thursday, but I know you're a part of this.
No, I'm good.
Want to make sure you're included.
No, I'm good, Melanie. Sorry, I was listening in the background to all this. Mr. Taxes, that's great to hear you tonight. Robert, can't wait to hear your presentation. Melanie, thank you very much for the great introduction there.
Of course.
And I'm very grateful for our time together and what's been